Welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now here's the toss play. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, out the ball to 44.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
We're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. A running play called on 4th down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Amatova. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
At the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Texas A&M.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 7, Arizona 0.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes the knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Wildcats offense gets their first crack now. And here comes the other star wide receiver on the field. This is really an elite group in college football this season, and both these guys belong in that group.
Yeah, these guys have been chirping back and forth at each other in social media throughout the week. I want to see who has the better day because chances are that's the team that's going to win today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Look at this, taking his shot on the very first play. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a second down and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powers through. And tackled there by the defense. Arizona now operating in the red zone. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to extend the play. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really built in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handed off for a draw. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
Well, that is... how you draw it up right there. A draw play. It's any time you want to make the defense think that you're going to throw the football. They're worried about the ball going downfield, and you sneak it to the back, hand it off with all kinds of room to run. Nice, well-designed play, and a good job of accelerating upfield there by the back.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Now it's second down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
I know the toss play began with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to... Real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Hands off to the left. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Controller, bro.
Tackle.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. And stopped right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back. It's Amatova. And looking for a big play here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He is got... Hey, I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Remember, that last possession went for it in 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback keeps it here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. That is settled for 3 last time out. Fine time now. Rolling to his left. And he's got his man open downfield. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anaya Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, A&M. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. No huddle here for the offense.
And that's an Arizona.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The short completion of the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Arizona getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Boy, Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And the single back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He lets it go on the move. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
And that's an Arizona.
They'll give it to the running back. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Across the 40. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense, enough for a 1st down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Texas A&M. Number 25 in the end zone.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 13 set to kick this one away.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they've got to bounce back from that right away. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. There's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
And that's an Arizona.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision?
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Fires it to the wide out. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Back to throw again. The receiver makes the catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Here's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
The tight end has got it, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. To the air, it's Amatova. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Oh, my God, man. Stop it.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So it's 3rd down. Field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. He missed it. Field goal. No good. And the margin remains 24. Still a 3-score game.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Hey, time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. First down here for this offense. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He hands it to the back. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 20. Crosses the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Amatova. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. A new set of downs after that completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just for 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. An important third down attempt for this offense. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And it's caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The ball is loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be...
Oh, and he fumbles.
No, bro,
Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Powers through a tackle. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Arizona getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
What the fuck, man?
An 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Amatova. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Can he get there on the ground? Throws a stiff arm. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Hit just as he throws the ball. And he's got it. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First and 10 play coming up. Ball handed off. They keep the drive going. It's a first out at the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll toss it to the right side. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
He's tackled at the 36. First down for the offense.
And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up the first down on the ground.
And the Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point makes the lead 20 in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas A&M 31, Arizona 11.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Quarterback operating an empty set. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did. And then he's
Fired into a tight window and picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Fights through the tackler. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's that defense shifting again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a quick throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw again. Running back has it on a screen now. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful.
You cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw testing the middle. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum for the defense. Make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So now for the 29, it's 3rd down and short. See what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the option play. It's
Oh,
a
my
fumble.
God.
It's a turnover.
Just a critical error here by this offense late in the game, working with the lead. The last thing you want to see is obviously a turnover. But give credit to this defense. They got the ball back to their own offense, and now they got a real shot.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. We reach the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it on first down.
Oh, my
Looks down.
God. Come on, man. Why do you keep doing that?
Receiver who worked his way wide open. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield for the 42. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. They'll talk strategy here. First down. We're going to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And that's in Arizona.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Looking to chuck it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFB committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.